Hello and welcome back to my channel, Jesus Saves, and today I'm going to complete part 4 of the Transhumanism series, and today I'm looking at the global reset that is occurring, and it's going to be much more than the financial sectors, which we will take a look and see. So let's get straight to it. Let's look at face recognition technology. And if you have a look here, we can go on to the World Economic Forum, and the World Economic Forum has this page: trust in facial recognition technology can be achieved. Here's how. And we have a picture, profiles of many different faces, and of course someone wearing a mask. So it talks about the potential to misuse facial recognition software and how that's raised fundamental questions around ethical use, privacy and accessibility. And those developing facial recognition software can develop the standards to ensure ethical and responsible technology design. Facial recognition software has hit the headlines of late, and rightly so. Its potential for misuse has raised fundamental questions around ethical use, privacy and accessibility. In some cases, major companies have even halted development, and some NGOs have called for total bans. Such moves have moved some to push for more standardisation in the development of facial technology, as many realise that it can be used to conduct unacceptable infringement of liberties. The chief of police in one major US city even pointed out that facial recognition technology has a low level of accuracy, which could lead authorities to misidentify someone 96% of the time. So, to help mitigate those fears, they have pushed for some standards within the industry. And it further goes on how the World Economic Forum and the artificial intelligence team found that they could set responsible limits on facial recognition technology, and how its AI team can work alongside the public and private sectors to develop a unique framework anchored in responsible development for engineers and deployment of policymakers. Really, so this is the standardization of the industry of facial recognition technology. So that's one aspect of it. The second aspect here is the economic side of things. So let's take a look at that. The economic side of things. So here we go, the World Economic Forum again. They have talked about this this world reset, and it's not just to do with economics. So we have the emerging pathways towards a post-COVID-19 reset and recovery. And in this document, if I just scroll down, it's quite a long document, as you can see, but it talks about the post-COVID economic outlook and what we know so far. Okay, and I'm just going to make that bigger. Uncertainty about the future trajectory of the global economy continues to be high as the spread of the virus and the effective containment measures remain challenging to predict. The crisis compounds volatility from trade tensions and lower international cooperation, which marked 2019. The most recent forecasts by the IMF and the European Commission revised significantly downward their initial projections for the 2020 growth. So, they're talking about how the world reset will impact upon the economics, and it goes into more details on that. Okay, so that's one aspect of it. The next aspect of it is the blockchain technology. So let's have a look at that. Blockchain technology. So, blockchain technology. Again, this is on the World Economic Forum. They seem to be the forerunners in the agenda setting of this new normal of the world reset. So the title here is How the Massive Plan to Deliver the C19 vaccine Could Make History and Leverage Blockchain Like Never Before. So, I mean, this CV19 and has brought about, it's just been a huge platform for all of these changes to come into our society, so, it's very convenient. Never let a good crisis go to waste. But I'm even more cynical than that, because I actually don't think it was a natural crisis. And as I said before, I believe it was manufactured, and with the Lord giving me a dream about that, and you can see if you want to go and watch that, it was about 2 rats in a vending machine, which suggests that they were manufactured, first of all, and that there's going to be 2 different plagues, or 2 waves of it, which are going to be worse than before. Okay, so here they're talking about the blockchain technology. This has been around for a while, but it is starting to be included now within the government's radar. And today I just heard that some of the banks are going to be able to hold that blockchain currency for its clients. So it is moving towards probably the alternative digital, it'll be the alternative digital currency rather than cash, so be the alternative for cash in a cashless society. So what is this article saying? Okay, distributing the C19 vaccine will require one of the largest supply chain capacities for fighting pandemics ever built. Eradicating C19 around the world could require distributing between 7 and 19 billion vaccine doses, and blockchain is integral to making it equitable. Blockchain will be essential to equitable, efficient distribution and be leveraged at a scale never seen before. Finding a C vaccine is key, but finding a way to distribute it on a global scale will be equally crucial. This effort will take building a manufacturing and supply chain capacity larger than ever before, more quickly than ever before for vaccine distribution. That success also requires leveraging tools and capabilities such as blockchain in a way never seen before in the history of fighting pandemics. Okay, and then it goes into more details of how the blockchain is going to develop an equitable and responsive system. So this is the way things are moving toward blockchain technology. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. WEF 5-point plan on the global reset. Let's have a look at that. If I can get it away. Excuse me a sec. So these are all of the things got to do with the reset itself. I thought that this article in the World Economic Forum was particularly interesting because it talks about reinventing the future and saying we all must work together. And I mean, these have been buzzwords passed about for the last number of months. We're all in this together. So here we go again. They're getting us used to the new future. And conveniently, you know, COVID has made the existing flaws in our social and economic systems even more apparent. So it also offers us a chance to deliver fundamental reforms and put people at the heart of the global economy. And with the right leadership and common purpose, we can do this. Here's a 5-point plan of action to get us on the right track. So again, it's moving back to this whole idea that the CV pandemic crisis that came out, you know, it happened, but now it's happened. We might as well just change everything in our society and make everything a million times better, and everyone's a winner. It sounds a bit suspicious to me that this has been, you know, part of the plan for such a long time and they're just rolling it out now. Okay, so here we have June, Klaus Schwab. In early June, Klaus Schwab, the chairman of the World Economic Forum, he called for a great reset following the pandemic, pressing the case for rapid collective action. And he said that the C19 proved that a reset of our economic and social foundations is possible, and he added that it's now our best chance to achieve it. Okay, so here it's saying it is becoming increasingly clear that the global economy is no longer delivering what is needed. And while it remains the most powerful generator of social progress ever created, it is always dependent on a system of rules and norms. And now these aren't working. The most obvious symptoms of this breakdown include climate change, inequality and populism. Social progress has become decoupled from economic progress, but put simply, we have a design problem. And now CV19 is making the flaws even more apparent. So we can see here a whole big overhaul of our economic system, which was their plan for many years. And when it says here, we can see the breakdown of things in society, like climate change. We know that that's an agenda, that has been ongoing for some time. Inequality and populism. I believe populism is the rise of the right, and people, wanting to have their national boundaries, and people who are aware, the church basically would be included under that, people who are aware of what is going on and the agenda that's been tried to roll out, which the public is totally buying. Okay, so it gives a plan here, a 5-point plan of how they're going to change and bring about this new world. Okay, so that is the whole world reforms that are coming into play. The next video, I'm going to cut this one here. The next video is got to do with surveillance and the social credit system. So I'm going to leave that one there and then come back, and then I'll do a summary at the very end about what you can do about it, which of course includes putting your faith in Jesus Christ. If it weren't for Jesus and the church, everyone would be asleep and no one would have a clue what's going on. So we thank Jesus for waking everyone up and saving us from what's to come, which ultimately is the move from humanism to transhumanism and the changing of the human condition, the human body, which is an absolute abomination to the Lord and will forfeit your inheritance in the everlasting life, in the kingdom of heaven. So you don't want to go there, and that's why you should come back and watch the rest of the videos. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.